Investigating reporting. Oh, yes. In a free society, so far, news reporters, actually reporters looking for news, I guess they'd be more like it, write their bylines so they can get paid reporting on news. A lot of it's good news, and a lot of it's rag sheets. But in the state I live in, there is a branch in the state police whose sole purpose is to look into state employees who commit fraud, theft, to be dishonest, steal things, have their friends steal things, use their position to accept bribes, or basically looking away. Not the thing, but they're going after state officials. They also go after crooked cops. Oh yes, if in your city there's a crooked cop, or your county there's a crooked cop, that officer may find themselves out of a job and sitting in a special prison that the state has for dishonest government officials. Well, the big things are like a mayor's accept bribes, or in Chicago it's aldermen, but there's special prisons for those. But in the state, they look for dishonest employees. Investigating reporting is when you hear a rumor that the mayor has a squeeze on the side, has contracts that are a little bit shaky, like certain mayors in cities that during election time, the opposition comes out with all the facts is that the mayor padded the contracts, no bid contracts. That's always a good one. The opposition looks for dirt on the current mayor. If you have a lot of people running, you got a lot of people looking for dirt, which they better have a very squeaky clean life, because the mayor will sit there and look for dirt on them. And it's like having a mayor who's became mayor and decided to build things. Well, we're going to put in sidewalks along this area. Okay, yeah, sure. And the concrete falls apart in a few years. Not good concrete. What is it? It's mostly sanded concrete. Where's the rocks? Mostly sand. Yeah. Or as they say, when the town I live in, the mayor had a parking garage put up. Oh, it cost millions. And 5 years later, it was torn down. It's structurally unsound. Nobody could park on top. It was structurally unsound. The mayor got a lot of money. I think he was forced to resign his position, put the city into debt. And see, another one, mayor had a a lot of children, half a dozen children, who seems to, my daddy's the mayor, so I get to do anything I want. The day he was no longer mayor, his son got arrested for drug dealing. It's like, yeah, oh yes, he's going away. And he went away for a long time. Mayors who take advantage of their stuff, like filling up their private cars with fuel from the city. Mayors who happen to have girlfriends. Yes, that reminds me of a mayor that's running for governor of the state of Illinois. Seems to have a girlfriend who keeps getting into serious trouble. and the mayor has to bail her out, which doesn't say very much for the mayor. Or, as the old saying, people who deal with the city, some like to give out bribes. Oh, well, this is standard stuff, and that's great for a news reporter, a cub reporter finding out the mayor has a girlfriend on the side, or two or three. That makes a great news story, especially to the rivals. And of course, the rivals have backgrounds too. Are you dishonest? Did you ever do anything you were sorry for it? That girl, Karen, in high school, was she your girlfriend? Yes. And you're the father of the child? How do you know about that? I've done investigating reporting, and not always for the news agency. As somebody I knew, and he needed some stuff done, and he said, "Do you know where I get a small microphone?" Yes. Do you know where I can get a small camera? Yes. Do you know where I can get a camera with a lens on it? Yes. Do you know anybody that you can hire to take some pictures of somebody I think is dishonest? I said, well, you're jeopardizing your career. Why not? What happens if pictures are taken of a person who's not supposed to be doing something with a girl that doesn't happen to be his niece or sister or mother or something like that, and you don't have to, the politicians who's running for office has a girlfriend squeezed on the side, and you take pictures of him going in and going out of a motel room, and you send it to him, which is secretary opens it up, and there's a start time, end time. And is he cheating on his wife? Yes. Do you really want to run for mayor again? There was a governor, I heard. I'm not too sure what's a fact, or is that he was single, and he and his chauffeur. No, I'm not talking about Hoover, but basically he and his chauffeur. Yeah, and they got pictures on him. He had an apartment in Chicago, and he left his blinds open. And the rival political party got pictures of that, and basically told him, if you run for office, this will be seen all plastered all over the city. And they had not only still, but they had film of it. Wow. Does that say a lot? Yes, that says a lot. So politicians who get themselves involved in things they shouldn't get involved in are going to get caught. Or, of course, if they're the city treasurer, who nobody ever checks her records, may decide to take the city for millions. I don't know how that's done. Nobody ever checks why you give out a contract to a relative. I don't know, that's what investigative reporting is all about. Yes, that's when you want to get you're working for a small newspaper who may say, oh, well, we can't run this. It's not politically correct. So you bring it up to a bigger newspaper who say, oh, yes. That will make headlines for a few days or a week or two. Yes, thank you. You want to be a reporter here? Well, that's one way to do it, yeah. But that's investigative reporting.